everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the Mystical Intuitive, and today's reading is all about your first impression of your future spouse. So for pile 1 we have the green jade stone, for pile 2 we have the magnesite stone, and for pile 3 we have the lapis lazuli stone. Okay, pick one of these 3 piles and then I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, the green jade stone, this is your reading. We're looking at your first impression of your future spouse. So let's see, the people that chose pile 1, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Well, I'm hearing tall, dark, and handsome, so they might be tall. They might have darker features, darker hair, eyes, skin maybe, tan, and yeah, handsome or beautiful. Tell me, first impressions of pile 1's future spouse. There's something about their eyes, like the way they look at you is very intense. Like you can maybe see the attraction in their eyes for you right away. We have here 3 of swords. Maybe you think of them as like a heartbreaker, not because of their like behavior, but more like, okay, this person is like really beautiful or handsome. They must attract a lot of people. I bet they are a heartbreaker. You know that stereotype, right? We have here the 2 of wands. We have here the strength card and the 7 of cups. With the strength card, it could be that they are physically very strong. So again, tall or very muscular or just very fit. I definitely feel like this person is going to be your type. It's going to be this person is almost going to be like a fantasy of yours. Whatever you've been daydreaming about as like your ideal physical look or ideal spouse, the way they handle themselves, their attitude, their personality, the vibe that they give off, it's definitely something that your future spouse will embody, right? It's like a fantasy here. And then we have the 2 of wands. Let's clarify the 2 of wands. I feel like definitely your future spouse looks like someone who has their life together. Yeah, they might give me like Southern European vibes. Italian, Spanish, Portuguese. Tell me more for pile 1. Sorry. Tell me more for pile 1. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Six of wands. A bit of yeah, just someone who gets a lot of attention and very confident of themselves. With the Queen of Cups. We have here the 5 of wands, and then the Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Fool. So if this is a scenario where, for instance, you meet on a dating app and your first meeting, like your first true meeting with them face to face is like on the first date, I feel like your first impression of them is like, whoa, they're very well organized. Like they wear nice clothes, they did their hair nice, they smell nice, they picked out an amazing restaurant, they were on time, they picked me up or sent me an Uber or something like that. It's like you feel like they have it all together, a good planner here. I also feel like they probably will pay on the first date as well. With the 2 of Pentacles, these twins here, you probably feel like you'll have a lot in common, that you're almost like the same, you're identical. And with the Seven of Cups, there might be a lot of stuff here where they might say a word that means a lot to you, and you're like, oh, that must be a sign. So maybe you have a grandparent that passed away, and they mention their favorite flower or food. Or maybe you have like some sort of code word with the divine where you said like, hey, if I meet my future spouse, I want them to say this particular word, and then they say it. There's a lot of weird synchronicities the first time that you meet them. Yeah, I'm hearing your senses are heightened. So for some of you, it could be that you intuitively kind of know that this person is going to be important, or that you've just met your future spouse here. You're also going to feel like they are very funny, outgoing. That is fun, I feel like, here. With the Fool. Like that, despite like maybe looking intense, like physically, or intimidating, their attitude and their personality is very lighthearted. They like to joke around, have fun, very kind. I feel like they might give off this impression again with here of the Six of Wands, that they're very confident, and you know, they might know that they're handsome. They might know that they have good characteristics, but all in all, I feel like this person, once you get to know them or talk to them a bit more during the first time that you meet them, they're going to come across as very lighthearted. They don't take themselves that seriously. And it could be that this person is maybe in their late 20s, early 30s, like they have their life already together here. This is not the person that's just in their first job. No, they probably already are saving to have a house, or maybe they already bought a house. You know, they have it all together here. They have savings, the car, good job. They're also very persistent, I'm hearing. For some of you, they might pursue you during the first meeting here with the Six of Wands, or they try to get your attention here. Maybe you are someone who also gets a lot of attention here. Maybe you are a water sign, or you have water in your big three, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they might see you getting attention from other people. So they might act a bit jealous or possessive even the first time you meet. And for some of you, there might be other people who check your person out during the first meeting, because again, they might be very attractive, very conventionally beautiful, and you're going to notice that despite other people looking at them, their eyes are on you. Like, their eyes will be on you during the entire meeting. Like, it's very intense. They're very focused on you here. What else? What is Pile One's first impression of their future spouse? Six of Cups. Oh, they're going to be very kind. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shock to you that someone like that, who looks intimidating, is so kind to you. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. If it's like a first date, I could see them giving you like maybe flowers. There's also something about them that you're really going to appreciate, is that they don't give off vibes that they're controlling. Like, they're very open-minded, and you don't feel suffocated by them. Like, you're instantly going to feel like if you would get in a relationship with them, that they would let you be free. What is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Moon, Six of Swords. I feel like your future spouse is going to see you first, and this first meeting might be a bit planned by them, to be honest. And they might tell you this, like, hey, I saw you, and I thought you were very beautiful, and I wanted to come up to you, or something like that. If you meet them in real life, of course, the first time. Yeah, it's like, you feel like they're watching you, or they've been watching you, eyeing you. And then they make a move. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like you might have, at that time, like, people trying to get your attention. Or in the past, you've had people try to get you attention by maybe, like, nagging you. So maybe try to poke at your self-esteem. So that you would try to seek their approval of the people that were pursuing you. But what you're going to notice with your future spouse is they don't use underhanded tactics like that. They're just very kind and natural and romantic. They're not trying to put you down or anything like that. There's not games or manipulation. It's just romance here. It just feels good, I feel like. It feels good. You feel pursued, you feel romanced, you feel attractive. What else? Let's pile one's first impression of their future spouse. We have here immature. Yeah, that goes back to them joking, you know, that fool energy. I don't get that they're like childish or anything, but they like to joke, they like to fool around. They're not serious, I feel like. Non-religious, okay? So they could be non-religious. And that goes back to this energy could be that they might be religious, but for me, religion, like, it has a lot of rules, and you have to adhere to those rules. And we picked up on earlier that your future spouse is someone who doesn't really like to control you, or you feel like they would give you a lot of freedom. So I'm not saying that someone who's religious couldn't give you that, but it's just the energy that this card is giving me. So again, you might feel that they are very open-minded, and they would give you a lot of freedom here. Intelligent, yeah, they could be very intelligent, and also again strategic, right? With the King of Swords here, an intelligent card. You might feel like they had some sort of strategy to get to you. Closed. Okay, interesting. So you might get the sense that this, like, joking, light-hearted persona of them is actually a mask, and on the inside they're hiding a lot of things. Like, they might hide sadness or more serious and deeper emotions, and they might mask that with jokes, and you can see through that. Workaholic. So they might come off as a workaholic, or they might tell you about a very demanding job. What else? Has lots of friends. Yeah, I feel like this person is popular. Like, a lot of people like them. When there are difficult times in a relationship, they won't give up or on love. Okay, so I definitely feel like if you give up vibes that you're not interested, they're not going to give up. Went to university. Yeah, very intelligent. Probably has like at least a bachelor's degree. Comes from a strict religious family. Oh, okay. So that might tie into the non-religious card. Or maybe you come from a strict religious family, and they are not like strictly religious, or they were the ones who came from a strictly religious family, and they might tell you that they've broken away from that religion. Orderly, yeah, like I said, they have their life in order. That's how they come across. What else? For pile one, first impressions. Uranus. There's something unique about them, something striking. You're going to see them and they're going to hit you. Yeah, there's something about a rebel. There's something like a rebel, or maybe there's something alternative about them, something that stands out. They're not part of the crowd, I feel like. Cardinal, yeah, very self-assured. Ninth house, yeah, so very spiritual or very knowledgeable. They might be very cultured, I feel like, and they know a lot of stuff. They probably have a very high education. And Sagittarius, yeah, so there could be a Sagittarius, very optimistic. They love, it says here, optimism, exploration, and freedom. So they give you a vibe that they are, like their freedom, and very, yeah, open and honest, I'm hearing. Okay, well, that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye. Okay, pile 2, the Magnesite stone. This is your reading. We're looking at your first impression of your future spouse. So let's see. For the people that chose pile 2. Show me, what is their first impression of their future spouse? It's almost like you're going to have this familiar feeling with them. It's like, don't I know you? But you've never met them. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. They look familiar. Tell me more about pile 2. What's their first impression of their future spouse? So I'm hearing the blues. So maybe you just got out of a relationship. You've got your heart broken. Or if that's not it, it might be something else that's broken your heart. Maybe a job loss. Money is tight. Maybe there's something, problems with your family or your friends. There's something that's making you sad. And then this person comes in and they make you happy. Like, it might be something small. It might just be that you had a bad day, you know, things just not going right. There's these small little things that go wrong, and then you meet your future spouse and then they make you happy, they cheer you up. It's like you instantly feel lifted. We have here the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's like they almost like pour energy into you. You don't feel drained when you meet them. It's like your cup is full. So your future spouse, you might think that they're very emotionally nurturing or very emotionally intelligent or kind to you. You have the Six of Swords. Yeah, the Six of Swords is this helper energy. So they help make your day better. It could be like maybe your car breaks down and it's like your first day at work, and you might say that, you might mention that to your colleagues, and then your future spouse offers to drive you home. It could be something like that, where they help you with something here. So they might see that something is going wrong, and they come up to you and offer you help. And so you think they're very helpful and kind. The High Priestess, yeah. So that's that intuition, that inner knowing, like, there's something about you. Haven't I met you before? That's your soul recognizing all the past lives you had together. It's like almost this mysterious person that suddenly comes into your life at the right time, at the right moment, offers you help. Page of Wands. Okay, so they might be like young, so they're probably somewhere in their 20s or early 30s. And I feel like they're gonna look very attractive here with the Page of Wands. they're gonna like wear what's ever trendy. Like they look trendy, I feel like. Very conventionally attractive. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you are a bit more on guard here. Because maybe you've just had a bad day and it's like you're a bit wary, you're a bit off kilter, I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. Are you an earth sign? Do you have earth in your big three? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Cups. So this person, I feel like, will instantly have like a crush, or you might instantly have a crush on your future spouse. It's like there's this instant like. What else? First impression for pile 2. You have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's like they're this knight and they're offering you help. It could just be also emotional support. Like they might listen to a problem that you have or an issue and you're like, whoa, this person is like so thoughtful and so kind. Meditation. Yeah, it's almost like there's this storm, things are going wrong, you know. And there are all these waves, emotional turmoil, and then your future spouse comes in and they're this calm, you know, this meditation-like energy. We have the Sun, yeah, they're going to cheer you up, they're going to brighten your day, like you're going to be very happy. They might give you like a compliment as well about your looks, or maybe about your perfume, about what you're wearing maybe as well. And it's like, you're instantly going to feel better, and you're going to be excited, and you're going to call like your friends or your parents, like, oh my god, I just met this person, and oh, they asked for my number, and I'm going to go on a date, or something like that. Tell me more. First impression of their future spouse. 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's something about your plans going wrong, and it's like you met them by accident, I feel like. 6 of Cups. Again, this is the card of helping. It can help. 7 of Cups. 2 of Cups. And it's almost like you're a bit distrusting in the beginning, like you don't know whether you can trust them or if their intentions are good, and then they calm you down, they cheer you up, and you feel like, oh yeah, this person is trustworthy. Yeah, there's some hesitancy in the beginning here, like, oh, this might be a bit too good to be true, this person is too nice. But it's because they have like an instant crush on you almost, like they like you. So of course they help you because they like you, also because they're a good person, of course, but yeah. 2 of Cups. Instant connection here, I feel like. Let's get some other cards. Show me for pile 2. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Cardinal. Uranus. North Node. Yang energy. Okay. So they might have a masculine energy here with the Yang. And with the Uranus and North, there might be something different about them, something unique. They might be different than you. They could be like way taller than you. They could be older than you. They could be different ethnicity or race than you. It could be that they might wear more alternative clothes, or it's the opposite. You wear alternative clothes, and they might just wear more clothes that are more like trendy, I guess, or that most people wear. Conventional clothes, I guess. Yeah. With the Cardinal, they could be a Cancer, a Capricorn, Aries, or Libra. What else? What else can you tell me about pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Fixed. Yeah, it's almost like they're fixing something in your life. Opposition. Yeah, you're off balance that day, and they're fixing it. Capricorn, yeah, so they might be Capricorn. That makes sense, you know. Capricorns are very much stable. They're the fixers. They're the responsible ones. They always know what to do. They're very level-headed. They're very practical. Chiron, yeah, hurt and heal. So you're hurting that day. There's something going wrong, and they're healing you. What else for pile 2? What's their first impression of their future spouse? Self-reflection. Interesting. You guys might look alike, or they have a lot of the qualities that you embody as well. Or maybe you've been through the same experiences. Surrender. It's like almost when you're with them, you feel like you can like surrender and not think, because they're handling everything. Sovereignty. Yeah, they feel very powerful to me again. So for instance, if you meet on a dating app and it's your first date where you meet in person, again, it might be that your car breaks down and then they offer to fix it even, or they offer to get you home or something, and then they might even mention, you know, I know someone who can fix it, and they even might take it to the dealership. There's something about them doing something so drastic that feels like, oh, this is a bit too much for someone that I'm meeting for the first time. Like, why would they help me this much? And it's because they really like you, right? Discernment. Yeah, so it's like you're sizing them up. You're skeptical. Can I trust this person? And once the meeting is over, you feel like you can. So tell me for pile 2, what can you tell me about their future spouse? What's their first impression of their future spouse? The people that chose pile 2. I'm hearing like I've always wanted to talk to you. That's the inner monologue of your future spouse. So they might have been looking at you for a while, and then something went wrong, or you seemed like you needed help, and then it's like, whoa, that's a perfect opportunity for me to step in and approach pile 2. Unchanging. Difficult childhood. Okay, so you might talk about your difficult childhood. Moderate. Okay. Narcissistic tendencies. So you might be talking about someone who in your life who has like narcissistic tendencies, and you guys might bond over that as well. Likes to go out to clubs, parties, and bars. So you might meet them at a club, party, or bar, and then something goes wrong and they offer to help you or something. They might offer to walk you home. Could be. Yeah, and with the unchanging card again, it's like they're consistent. They seem reliable. And you might talk about politics, and they might be immoderate. What else for pile 2? What's their first impression of their future spouse? Impulsive. Okay, they might be very impulsive. It makes sense if you meet at a party. You know, people are a bit more impulsive in that environment. Love language, receiving gifts. They might gift you something. A flower, or they might buy you coffee, or they might offer to, if you meet at a restaurant, maybe you have dinner by yourself, they might offer to pay for your dinner. Traveling, okay, So they might be traveling to your city there. They might be traveling there. People pleaser. Okay, that makes sense why they are so helpful. Because yeah, they are the ones that people rely on, that people, yeah, need. Objective. Interesting. They might come across as very objective. What else? What's pile two's first impression of their future spouse? Romantic feelings, wedding, soulmate. Yeah, some of you might like instantly feel like this is my soulmate. This is the person I'm gonna marry. There might be an instant crush or feelings developing. I feel like for both of you. Like for some of you, this might be like for both of you, love at first sight. Yeah, and you're still in like in a hyper vigilant mode, I guess, and still trying to see if there are red flags, and maybe because of past experiences. But I feel like, yeah, they're gonna win over your trust, and you're gonna be very happy and uplifted after this first meeting. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 3, the Lapis Lazuli stone. This is your reading. We're looking at your first impression of your future spouse. So let's see, for the people that chose pile 3. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Okay, 4 of Wands. Okay, home is very warm, very welcoming, very nice, very calm. I'm hearing. They might have like brown hair, or maybe even red hair, or auburn hair. They might have like a brown or hazel or green eyes, freckles maybe, tan skin. There might be a fire sign as well, 10 of Pentacles. So they might be very close to their family, or they might express that family is very important to them, or that they're looking for a marriage and to start a family with someone that's very important to them. Yeah, especially here with the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. This is a family person, whether it's the family that they came from or the family that they want to create, or both. Yeah, and they're all about family values, I guess. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like they give off that they're very patient with you. Like even if you're like a bit awkward the first time you meet, or there's this silence or something, an awkward silence. It's like they're very patient. It doesn't bother them, those things. The Sun. So they might be like very happy-go-lucky. They might have a very sunny personality, very optimistic, a big personality. They might be very witty. They might be very charming as well. There might be a Leo here. Justice or Libra. They're very honest and truthful. They have very strong morals here. Very strong morals. This is the kind of person that doesn't exaggerate as well. Like, you can take their word. If they say that they like you, it's not to manipulate you or love bomb you. So yeah, it's just that they don't exaggerate. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And also maybe with the Justice card, they might have very symmetrical features. They might be very conventionally attractive. With the Sun card, they might have like a 10 or something. Yeah, I'm hearing beautiful eyes. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so they give off that they might have like a lot of money or a lot of savings, or maybe you see them having like a lot of cash in their wallet or something like that. Okay, what else for pile 3? What's their first impression of their future spouse? Helpful, I'm hearing. Like there's something that they say that you're gonna learn from. They might give you like a tip for something that you've needed. Like maybe you had an issue and they give you like some sort of advice and you're like, yes, this is what I've been needing. What else for pile 3? What's their first impression of their future spouse? You might meet in the summer or on vacation or something like that. 7 of Cups, High Priestess, Judgment, the 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Let's clarify the 7 of Cups. The Hermit and the Hierophant. They might come off as like a hopeless romantic. It's like they might be saying, you know, I'm staying single here with the Hermit until I find the one I'm going to marry. So you feel like they're very idealistic, like they have like this fantasy of this perfect love life, this perfect marriage. And you might be a bit more pessimistic about love. Why is the High Priestess here? Temperance, Page of Swords. I feel like you're going to notice that maybe behind that sunny outer appearance and that happy appearance, they might hide a lot of sadness or a lot of self-doubt, a lot of criticism of themselves. Why is the Judgment card here? Three of Wands. Okay. 4 of Cups. There's also something, maybe they're waiting to get accepted into something, like maybe get accepted into a certain college or master program, or accepted in a certain job or a house bid or something like that. There's something, they're waiting for something, for a phone call, maybe even, with the Judgment card here. Yeah, it's like they're waiting for something. And it's also, again, like they're waiting for the perfect person here with the Judgment card and the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. It's almost like I'm not going to date anyone except the person that I want to get married to here. And no one else matters almost. Like they're not interested in anyone else but the person that they're going to marry here with the 4 of Cups. And they might tell you this, like they might tell you on the first time that you meet them that they're very serious and that they only date to get married, basically. And then let's clarify the 8 of Swords here. Can you clarify the 8 of Swords here for me? Can you clarify the 8 of Swords here for me? Okay, we have here the Page of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Okay. So they might give like a small hint to you that they might see something serious here with you, that they might feel a special connection here with you. And you might notice that you make them a bit nervous here, as well with the 8 of Swords. Like they might give you a hint that you are this person that they've been looking for, you know, that they hoping to get married to. And you might make them a bit nervous again. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Why is the 5 of Cups here? We have here the Page of Cups and and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're really gonna notice how much effort they put into romancing you. It's almost like they want to make sure that you're not going to slip away. So they might be very insistent to get your number or your Instagram or social media or something. Yeah. What else for pile 3? What is their first impression of their future spouse? What is their first impression of their future spouse? Tell me, for the people that chose pile 3, what is their first impression of their future spouse? Tell me. We have the sovereignty, we have the discernment card, and the surrender card, and the purity card. There's almost something pure about this person. About the way, yeah, I feel like there's something about them, their morals and their beliefs that you're really gonna like. They might talk a lot about that. You know, you might really like that they only date to get married. Or you might like that they're very family orientated or something like that. It's like you feel like, oh, this is kind of like a rare person. This person didn't get hardened by the world. They didn't get pessimistic. And maybe you did a little bit, right? And it's like you see almost like this innocence in them. Surrender, discernment, sovereignty. It's almost like, how were you able to have like this faith still? Yeah. Okay, let's see. For the people that picked pile 3, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Sagittarius. We have the faith. Yeah, it's almost like they might come off as someone who's like very faithful or very trustworthy. Sagittarius, again, is someone with very strong beliefs and morals. They might be very religious, spiritual, busy. They might be very busy. They're always trying to accomplish something. They're not like lazy, right? They're not really at home a lot, maybe. Lives in an average size city. Integrity, yeah. You feel like they have a lot of integrity. You're really gonna trust them instantly. So you feel like this is someone I can trust. What else for the people that chose pile 3? Their first impression of their future spouse. Persuasive. Oh, so they might be trying to persuade you to date them, to give you their number, and it's like hard to say no. We have here warrior. Okay. Outgoing, so they might be very outgoing. They might be an extrovert. Both talker and listener. Okay, so they like to talk and listen. Like the problem, not the other person. It's you and them versus the problem, not you versus them. This is actually a card from a different deck. Interesting that it came up. Okay. Have here works out. Okay, so they might look like they work out a lot. Understanding. So they might be also very understanding of your life situation, your past. I feel like they're not really judgmental here. Wants to be the leader in the relationship. Okay, what else? So they might be very dominant as well. White lies. Yeah, they might say that they don't like people who lie a lot. Motherly. Okay. They might be very close to their mother. They might be also very gentle with you. What else can you tell me for pile 3 about their first impression of their future spouse? Neptune. Yeah, dreamy. Like this person is dreamy. Like they give me Prince Eric vibe from the Little Mermaid. That's the vibe, because he's also like dreamy and he has hopes and dreams and believes in the good in people and stuff like that. We have here the Cardinal card. We also have here Virgo, so they could be a Virgo. That says here integrity. So they have strong integrity. They might do some sort of service job as well, or maybe an analytical job here with the Virgo card. Virgo is about health, so they could do something about health or working out, or they could be some sort of analyst, a business analyst, a financial analyst, a data analyst, a scientist as well. There might be someone who like fixes problems or does research, I don't know. A fixer maybe. PR. Opposition. Yeah, you guys might be a bit different from each other in personalities, I feel like. Mars. Might be very athletic as well. What else? South Node. And the 5th house. Yeah, they might. Yeah, I feel like this person is a Leo, right? 5th house is a Leo. They give off Leo vibes. Just very confident, passionate about life. Well, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.